So we will discuss the other topic, guys. Okay. So what is the other topic? Okay, static control flow. Static control flow. Static control flow. Very, 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 very important, guys. Okay. The static control flow and instance control flow, it's very, very, very important. Okay. So if you understand what is the flow for static and instance, okay, programming will be easy, guys. Fine. So now, can we start?
Yes.
Yeah. So let me give you one example here. Okay. Let me take class. Let me take name itself test. Fine. We'll take test. Okay. So here I'm writing. Please watch carefully, guys. Okay. So now, what I'm writing, So let me write like static. Okay. Int static int x. Static int x is equal to, let me take 10. So after that, what I'm taking, static block I'm taking. Okay, so I no need to discuss again, guys. Already we completed static, right? Static variable also completed. Static block
Static
also
block.
completed. Instance variable also completed. Instance block also completed, right? We spent lot of time that time, right? So no need to explain again what is static block and all, right? So now, so static block we have, right? So here, let me call some show method. Okay, and here I'm writing system.out.println. Okay. First static method or else. Okay, first static block. First static block. Very, very important, guys. Please watch carefully. You guys has to tell the output now. Okay, and after that, here what I'm doing. Okay, so now I'm taking public static void main method. I'm taking, okay, string args. Okay, now in the public void main method, what I'm doing, I'm calling same show method. Okay, and after that, let me copy this. So this is what main method. Okay, main method. Now, yeah, what I'm doing, now I'm creating public static, okay, public static void show method. So now here I'm writing what, okay, show method. Here I'm system.out.println. Here I'm taking, let me take y. I'm printing y, right? So now here I'm taking static int y equals to, let me take 20. Okay, so no, before that, let me write one more static block, please. Static block I'm writing. Okay, so here I'm taking the same SOP. Second static block. Fine. Second static block. Hello. Can you see my screen, everyone?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So this is the example we have, right? So I no need to discuss what is static block, what is static variable, right? So I think hope you people know all these things. We spent good amount of time by that time. Okay. So we can create any number of static blocks, right, in one Java class.
Yes, we can
Right?
Yes, sir.
create.
Fine. So now here, so I'm saving this class, right? Class test. Let me save now. File, save as. Okay. So where, guys, under C, there is a Java training, right? Where is training? Yeah, training. So we need to create one more folder, static control flow. Static control flow. Now, in static control flow, I'm saving this one. Static flow. Let me save static flow. Static flow. Okay, as capital flow. Fine, guys. So now, fine. So after that, what? I need to compile, right? So can I compile this program? Tell me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, you can compile, right? So there is no issue.
Okay.
Okay, let me compile. There it is, under C. Training. Where static control flow, right? Okay, now tell me Java C static flow, right? Static flow dot Java. So see spelling mistake, string R
Yes. Yes.
STRING.
Orange.
Okay. No. Java C static flow dot Java. Compilation successfully, right?
Yes.
Now tell me what is the output here?
Static method. First static method.
First static method block.
No, I am asking output here. So system.out.println we have, right?
Yes.
What is the output here?
Uh, 20.
Okay. Let me explain you guys. Okay. I copied here. Fine. So now here, if you see, if you see here, okay. So now let me explain you. Okay. Now, right. So now in the static control flow, you have to remember 3 points. Okay. How the static control flow will perform. Okay. Okay. Please watch carefully, guys. Now, see, what is the first point you know? What is the first point you know? Identifying static members from top to bottom. You know, right? Right.
Yes.
When the static static variables when the created, static blocks when the
And class.
created, when it will be executed at the time of class loading, right?
Classroom.
Already
Yes.
we discussed, guys, the 8 points. Okay,
Yes.
internally in detail I explained that time while discussing instance variables and static variables, right? I no need to explain again. Fine. So now here compilation successful. Now what we are going to do? We are providing that compiled, right? Generated .class file that bytecode to whom? JVM to execute the program. Am I right or wrong?
Yes. Yeah.
Now,
Right.
while executing, what will happen? The .class file will be
.class
loaded
file.
into the JVM by using class loader mechanism, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now JVM will create what? One main thread. Remember the 8 steps.
Yes.
Right. Now main thread will what? Responsible to identify what is the this .class file where it is available, right?
Yeah.
If it is able to found that .class file, then it's fine. Otherwise, it will throw out no class def found error.
No.
Understand? Come on.
Yes.
No class
yes.
found
Yes.
error we will get. If we are able to found, then it will load into JVM memory. Who will load? Main thread. Okay. Main thread is what guys here? Servant for JVM. JVM will create one main thread, right? The thread
Yes.
name itself main. Remember the
Yes, sir.
points.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And after that, what? While loading test class into JVM memory, what will happen? All the static variables will be created.
Class time.
Remember? Huh?
Yeah, created class.
Okay. Fine. So those steps, please remember. Now I'm telling here. Okay. Okay. Leave it there. So now come to here. Please come to here. Now. So here, static control flow. So what is the static control flow, right? So when you when you load this particular Java class into JVM, so in that class, how the static flow will be happen. Okay, I'm trying to explain you now. Right now, identifying what is the first step? Identifying static members. Identifying static members from top to bottom. Understand? First of all, identifying the static members. Identifying static members from top to bottom. This is what first step, guys. Identifying the static members from top to bottom. This is what first step. Next, what is the second step? The second step would be, okay, executing, okay, static variables assignment. Okay, executing static variable assignments and static blocks from top to bottom. This is what, guys, second step. Okay, next, the third step is executing main method. Executing main method, right? So these
Yes.
are the steps, okay, will perform, okay, while executing, in the static control flow, guys. In the static control flow, so these are the steps has to perform, right? So now, see here, the first one. So what is the first one, guys? Identifying the static members. Okay, identifying the static members. Now, okay, identifying the static members from top to bottom. Now tell me, what are the static members here? This one.
Index equal to 10.
Right. This is what? Static member, right? Static
Yes.
index. This is what? Static member or not, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, static member.
This is what? Static member.
Static member.
Right. So this is what? First step. Fine. The next one. This is what? Static member.
Static
block. This is also member, right? Static member or not?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So this is what? Second. Right? So next one. Public static void main. See, top to bottom. This is also what? Static member or not?
Not
one.
Main
Static
method.
member, right? It is main method or okay, guys. It's a static member, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
static member.
So now this is also what? Static member.
Static.
What is the step, guys, here? Third. Now, so here also what? Static method. This is also what, guys? Static member.
Yes.
This is what? Number 4. Okay. Next one. This is what?
Static member.
Static member.
Right. This is what, guys? Step 5. Fine. So next, this one is what? Static member. This is what, guys? Step 6. Fine. Identifying the static members from top to bottom is over. Clear?
Yeah, clear.
How many members we have? 6 members.
6 members.
Okay? Fine. So now, what is the second step, guys? Executing static variables assignments and static blocks. See, so now here, let me write, guys. Now, okay, here, let me write here. Okay, here I'm taking one box, or else let me take here. Okay, here I'm taking one box. So now here see identifying the static member, right? Why
Yes.
this is showing here? Okay. Fine, let me create here. I'm creating box here, guys. Fine, let me put here. Okay, so now, so what is the first identifying static member? What is the first static member from top to bottom? Static int x is equal to 10, right? Now here x is what, guys? X is equal to 0. JVM by default assign what? 0, right?
0. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now here what? The state, guys. What is the state now? Read indirect, write only state, guys. Read indirect, write only state. What is the x now? Which state it is? Read indirect, write only state. Write only state. Okay. Don't worry. I will explain you what is read indirect, write only. Okay. No. And after that, we have what? Static block and public static void main method and public static void so and static block. What is the next one? Static int y is equal to 20. Right. Here, what is the y value? Y is equal to 0. Right. By default, JVM will assign 0 only, right? So now
Yeah,
this is
0.
also what, guys? Read indirect, write only state. This is also read indirect, write only state. Okay, as of now. Fine. So now, what is the second step, guys? Executing static variables assignments and static blocks from top to bottom. Okay. Now, see here, executing static variables assignments and static blocks from top to bottom. Okay. Now, what is the static variable here? The first one. Here, the first is static variable. Static int x is equal to what? 10.
10.
10, right? So now here what? 0 will become what now? 10. Come on, guys, x value.
Yes. Yeah.
Now it is 10. Right? So now this 10 will become what, guys, here? Cannot. Okay. So now this 0 will become what now? 10 value. 10. Right? Now what is the state here? Read and write, guys. Read and write. State will become what? Read and write. Okay? Don't worry. I will explain you. Now, so here, static block. Okay? So method. Next what? Static block. Right? See here. Executing static variable assignments and static blocks top to bottom. So now this is what, guys? Number 7. Right? See, identifying the static members from top to bottom. What are the numbers, guys, here? 1 to 6. Right? 1 to 6 comes under what? The first point. Now, the second point, executing static variable assignments and static blocks from top to bottom. So this is what? 7. Number 7, right? Static int x is equal to 10. Assignment. Executing static variable assignments. Completed, right? What is the next one? Static block. Come on, guys. See the second point. Executing static variable assignments and static blocks from top to bottom. Okay. So now, what is the second one? Static block is now executing. Okay. So here what? So method. So method, right? What we are calling? So method we are calling under static block. Now static block is executing, guys. Can you please respond, everyone?
Yes, sir.
No.
Yes, sir.
So method we are calling from where? Static block, right? So now where is the so method here? Public static void so. Right? Public void,
Yes, sir.
public static void so. This method is calling. So here what? System.out.println y. System.out.println y. So here what? 8. This is what? 8 number. Okay. From
Sir,
here.
y equal to 0, y equal to 20 will become 8, right? Sir? Static variable. After x, y will
We
be
have
on.
One more static variable also, right? When we
No,
are checking.
I'm counting steps, okay?
Uh,
So here static int x is equal to 7. Fine. Next is what, guys? Static block
static
will
int
execute.
y
it.
equal
So
to
here
20.
8. Number 8 is here. Static block is executing, right? Right? So this is what 8 number.
After variables only blocks will count, right?
Not
We have
variables.
another
Not variables. See the second point here. Executing static variable assignments and static blocks from top to bottom. Understand?
Okay.
So here from top to bottom, what is the first line here? Static variable. So that's what static variable assignment is completed. So if you come after the first line, what is the second line here? Static block. Now the static block is executed. Understand? While executing static block, what is the first line here under static block? Show method. So now show method is calling. So here the control comes here, public static void show, right? Here system.out.println y. Okay, here what, guys? Now step number 9. This is what? Step number 9, right? System.out.println y. What is the output now? Tell me, your output I'm writing.
Why?
Output I'm writing. What is the output now? System.out.println y. So what is the y value?
20.
20.
No, 20. Yeah.
0,
What is the y value?
Sorry,
0 only.
0.
Right? We did not assign it. Still control here only. Understand?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Y value will become what now? 0 only. Right? See here. That's what I have written here. Read and write only. Okay? 0. So now, after this, control comes under where? Here. After show method. Right? Now,
Yes.
what is the next one? Sysout. First
Yes,
static
sir.
block. Right? So here, what is the next one? First
static block.
static block. Okay, fine. So now first static block is completed. Okay. So now after that, what, guys? Main method, right? Main method won't be executed, right? See, still we are in what? Second point, right? So next, after that, what? Identify executing static variable assignments and static blocks from top to bottom. Next, do we have any static variable here? We don't have. So what is the next one? Next static block here, right? Here it is available static block. Come on, guys. So now this static block is executing. So here what? Step number 10. Step number 10, right?
Yes.
Now this static block is executing. Tell me, what is the output now? What is the console message? Second static block. Second static block. Fine. Second static block. Next, do we have any static member and static block here? After that, yes, we have one static member variable. So now this static member, the static variable assignment will be performing now, right? Static int y is equal to 20, right? Now y will become what, guys? Now y will become what? 20.
20.
Y will become what? 20. Right? Now here it is what, guys? Read
and write.
Now this is read and write. Now y is in read and write state, right? Y variable is in what, guys? Read and write state. Fine. So now int y is equal to 20 also completed. Now the second point is completed, right? Executing static variable assignments and static blocks from top to bottom is completed, right? So how many points we have? 7 to 10. No. So here what? This is 11. Step number 11, right? So now how many steps here? 7 to 11. Okay, fine. So what is the third step? Executing main method. Now coming to main method, guys. Okay, after all these things, now main method will execute. So public static void main method. Do we have main method here? Yes, we have
Yes.
public static void main method. So this is what, guys? Step number 12. Okay. Now, in the main method, what we are calling? Show method we are calling. Right. So now, show method is executing. Public static void show method is executing. Right. From here, the control will come here, right? From here, we are calling show method. Now, here, what is the output now? System.out.println y. What is the output now? Y value. What is the y value?
20.
Now it becomes 20.
20. Understand? Now 20, guys. Okay. Now y value what? 20 here. So this is what? Step number 13. Okay. So now y completed. Again control come to where? So method is completed. Control come to next line.
System.
So what is here?
Main
System.out.println main method. What is the output here?
Main method.
Understand? So this is the output, guys. Clear, everyone?
Yeah, clear.
So 0, first static block, second static block, 20, main method. This is the output. Okay. Let me execute this one here. I think compilation done, right? Now Java. What is the class, guys? Tester. What is the class name?
Test, sir.
Test only.
Test.
So now Java space test. You see 0, first static block, second static block, 20, main method. The same output, right? Here. See now? I don't know where we see here. Right? 0, first static block, second static block, 20, main method. Same output
Yes.
only, right? We are getting.
Yeah, same out.
Yes.
Okay. So now, like this, static control flow will happen, guys. Clear, everyone? What is the first one? Identifying the static members from top to bottom. See how the static members flow. Static flow will happen in any Java class. Okay. We have to remember all these things. Okay. In one Java class, we may have static members, static blocks, main methods, and static methods too, right? So if all these things are there, so what is the flow, static control flow? You have to know.
Yes.
Okay. See here. First one, identifying the static members from top to bottom. That is the first one. What is the second one? Executing static variable assignments and static blocks from top to bottom. Right? That is the second one. Next, third point is what? Executing main method. Any questions here?
No.
Clear, everyone?
Yeah, clear.
Okay.
Sir, just first 0 we got it, sir. Like
Sorry?
in the output we got 0, right? At first. First it has taken the static variable assignment. This logic I didn't get, sir.
No, see here.
Just-
So what is the first one? Identifying the static members from top to bottom, right?
Yeah.
So now, first of all, what? Identifying static members. How many static
Yes.
members we have? So we are going to identify in class from top to bottom. Okay?
Yes.
From top to bottom. Now identifying. This is static index. This is what, guys? Static member. But here index is what? Static variable. Right? So static variable. So X is static variable. This is read indirectly, write only state. I will explain you what is read indirect, write only state. Okay? So, but as of now, what is the value now? 0. At this stage, identifying static members. So that time, that stage, what is the value, guys? X is holding 0. Remember, guys, see, at the time of class loading, JVM will assign by default values, right?
Yes.
Hello, even instance variable also, while creating object, by seeing new operator, what will happen? all
Creating
the
default value.
copy of instance variable will be one copy of instance variable will be copied into object, and JVM will assign what? Default value.
Default value.
In the same way, at the time of class loading, all the static member variables, okay, identifying, and JVM will assign what? Default values. The first step, in this first step, guys, identifying the static members from top to bottom, right? So that time, identifying static variable. X is static variable. Yes, X is a static variable. Let me assign default value. Who will assign? JVM is assigning default value. So what is the default value here? X is what type? Int. What is the default value for int type? 0.
0.
Okay. So that's what X is equal to 0. This is what read indirect write only state. I will explain you what it is. Fine. So now.
Yes.
So next one is what? Second one, static block and the public static void main method, like that 1 to 6 steps. Okay.
Yeah.
So after that, executing static variable assignments and static blocks top to bottom. Clear? Executing static variable assignments and static blocks from top to bottom. So now in this class, what is the first statement in the top? Static int x is equal to 10. This is static variable. Now executing static variable assignments. Now assignment is executing. Now 10 value 10 is what? Assigning to x. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Right. So now x will become what? 10 and read and write. So next is what? Static block. Either static variable also will execute, or else static block also will execute. So next in the second line, what we have? Static block. Here we are calling what? Show method. Show method we are calling or not?
Yes.
So now show method where it is? Here we have. From static area we can call only static methods. We cannot call instance methods, right? Remember we discussed,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So
Yes,
that's
sir.
why static method here. This is also static. So this method is calling. In this method, what is the first statement? System.out.println y.
Why?
We are printing y. So by this time, okay, so what is the y value now? 0.
20.
20. Y value 0,
0.
right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
y value 0.
See, while identifying static members only, y value will be what? 0. X value also 0. Y value also 0.
0.
Here at the first step. So
Yes,
that
sir.
time y is what? 0 only. So now we are calling show method. So this time, what is the y value? 0. Because this step is not executing, right?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Understand? So that's why here what is the output now? 0. Clear, Lavanya?
Yes. Yes. Got it.
Fine. So this is the output, guys. Okay. So can we see how this read and write? Read and directly write only? Or you want me to stop? Shall we go for next?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yes.
For next.
Sir.
Oh, okay. What about remaining people? Triveni?
Yes, sir.
Triveni? Nidra vastunda? Nike vastunda nidra?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. Can we discuss next topic then? Everyone?
Yes.
Okay. Fine, guys. So now we'll see next topic. No. Okay. So now. Interesting, guys?
Yeah, interesting.
Yes, sir.
Interesting, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we will see what is read and direct write only. Okay. Read and direct write only. Read indirect write only. Black colors, huh? Fine. So now let me select read and write only. Fine. So now I will give you okay. So now let me give you one example. Okay. Then we will go. Here I'm writing directly I'm writing static block. Okay. So now in the static block, what I'm doing, you know, here I'm writing system dot out.println. Okay, system.out.println. I'm trying to print X. I'm trying to print what, guys? X. Fine. So here, let me remove this. I think from JDK 1.7 onwards, we should have main method. Otherwise, program will not compile. Okay. So now that's what I'm having main method also. Here, I'm taking what? Static int x is equal to 10. Understand, guys? Static int x is equal to 10. Okay. Now you tell me what is the output here. This program can compile. Can we compile this application, this Java program? Do you see any issue here while compiling?
No issue.
No issue, right?
No
Compilation successfully done. Now tell me what is the output then here?
0 main method.
0
main method.
main method, right? See,
Yes.
but here we will get, okay, error, guys. Okay, let me show you. Java C static flow.java, right? See, what is illegal forward reference? See here, what is the compile time error? Illegal forward reference. System.out.println x. Can you see the error? Illegal forward reference system.out.println x. Understand?
Yes.
What yes?
No.
Please tell me why you are getting this compile time error.
Maybe we are not using it.
Okay.
Like,
Last
Let me
one.
explain you. Let me explain
Static
you.
variable.
Okay. Let me copy this one. I will explain. So now I'm copying here. Right? So now class test, right? Static block we have. Fine. So first of all, what, guys? Identifying static members from top to bottom. That is the first step, right? So here static block is identifying, and main method also identifying, and int x is also identifying. Fine. So after that, what, guys? Executing static variable assignments and static blocks from top to bottom. That is the second step. So here in the top, what is the first statement? We have static block. Now the static block is executing. Now in the static block, what we are trying to access? We are trying to access x. So by that time, x is what, guys? See, first of all, identifying static members from top to bottom, right? So in the first step, what is the value of x now here?
0.
What is the value of x now? X is equal to 0. So what is the state now? Read indirect, write only.
Right only.
Yeah.
Read indirect, write only state, guys. Okay. So now x is read indirect, write only state. But here, identifying is completed. What is the second step? Executing static variable assignments and static blocks from top to bottom, right? So now see here, what is the first block here? Static block.
Static
Now
block.
static block is executing. Who will execute static block? JVM will execute static block. Am I right or wrong?
Yes,
Yeah, right.
sir.
JVM will execute static block, right? Now JVM is executing the static block. So while executing here in the static block, what we are trying to do? We are trying to access X variable.
Yes.
Okay. Here what? Direct reading. This is what, guys? Direct reading. This is what? Direct reading, guys. This is what? Direct reading. Understand? Why it is direct reading? Who is executing the static block? JVM is executing the static
JVM.
block. Understand? JVM
Yes,
is
sir.
executing the static block. In the static block, what we are doing? Directly we are executing, we are accessing X. So this is what, guys? Direct reading. Directly we are reading what? X. This is what? Direct reading. But X is which state it is? Read indirect state. Okay. Don't read directly. Read indirect state. X is in which state, guys? Read indirect state.
Read
Read
But
index.
here what we are doing? Directly
Directly.
reading. Understand? Here we are doing what? Directly reading. Okay. So that's why we are getting what? This error. Illegal forward reference system.out.println X. X is which state it is in? Read indirect write only state it is in. But what we are doing now? We are trying to read the text directly. Okay. So, clear? Okay. Let me explain you one more example. Then you guys can understand. Okay. Keep it aside. Okay. Here what, guys? We will get compile time error. What is the output here finally? Compile time error. What is the compile time error? Copy. Fine. So this is what? Illegal forward reference system.out.println X. Fine. So now I'm taking the same example, guys, here. See, here what I'm doing, you know. Okay. Here static block I have. Okay. Here I'm calling what? Show method. Okay. Now here I'm creating what? One public static void show method. Right. So here what I'm doing, you know, here I'm trying to access X. Fine. Now here I'm doing, I'm not accessing directly here. Okay. Here I'm putting what? Something called first static block. Clear, everyone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
clear.
now here what I'm doing. So this is the program. Let me save it. Now, what is the first step? Identifying static members from top to bottom, right? So here what? Static block, and this is what? Main method, and this is what? Static method, and after that what? Static variable.
Static
So
variable.
now, here what? X will become what? X is what, guys? X is equal to 0, right? Read
Yes.
indirect, write only state.
Right only.
Right? So after completion of the first step, identifying the static members.
Static.
So X is
Yes.
what? 0, read indirect, write only. Fine. So now what is the second step? Executing static variable assignment and static block from top to bottom. Right. So now in the above, what is the static block? What is the first in the top side?
Block.
What is the
Static block.
which static variable is there? A static block is there. Static block is there.
Static block.
Now the static block is executing. Right. So now who will execute the static block? JVM is directly executing. Right. So now in static block, what we have? Show method.
Show method.
This show method. Okay, who is calling this show method? Programmer. We are calling this show method, right? Where under static block we are calling show method. Understand?
Yes.
Static block is who is calling? JVM is calling
JVM
directly the
is
static
calling
block. Under the static block, we are calling show method. The show method we are calling. Who is calling? We are calling. As a Java programmer, we are calling show method. Okay. So now this show method, when you call this show method, then this show method is executing. So under this show method, we are trying to access what? X.
Yes, sir.
So this is what, guys? Indirect call. Understand? Let me
Yes.
Let me copy here. Fine. So now, yeah. So now, so first step, right? After first step, what is the X value here?
0.
X is equal to 0. Read indirect, write only.
Right
state.
only.
Okay. So now, the second step, what? Identifying the static member assignments, executing static variables assignment and static block from top to bottom. Now static block. So who is calling the static block, guys? JVM is calling directly. Under the static block, we are calling what? Show method. Okay. Who is calling the show method? We are calling Java programmer. Now, from this show, when you call the show method, this method is executing. Public static void show method. Now here, this is what, guys? Here we are accessing system.out.println x. Right? So now this is what, guys? Indirect reading. Okay?
Yes.
This is direct reading or indirect reading?
Indirect reading.
Indirect reading. This is what, guys? Indirect reading. But here, the direct reading. Right? JVM is executing static block directly, right? So now, directly here we are reading the X variable. But here what? Indirect reading. Anyway, static block is executing JVM. But inside static block, we are calling show method. From show method, we are trying to access X. This is what? Indirect reading.
Indirect reading.
Right? So, X is which state now? Read indirect, write only state.
Right only.
Yeah, boss? If you want, you can access, you can read. But read indirectly, not read directly. That's what X is saying. Understand? So that's why here what system.out.println, what is the output here we will get? System.out.println X is 0. Right? After that what?
First static block.
First static block.
After that what, guys?
Main method.
Main method.
Right? That's it. Now, under this, let's suppose in the main method also, cannot write, can we write here? Main method, let me think we can write. So now, here also, let's suppose I'm calling show method. Let's assume, where? Under main method. Right? Now, what is the output now? Here, after static block, what is the output?
10.
Show method we are calling.
Yes. Before main method in 10 value.
First static block, after that what?
10 main method.
Output I am asking. 0, first static block.
10
main method.
Yeah, 10 main method.
Main
This
method.
is the output, guys. Understand? Hope you people understood now. Okay?
Yeah.
So let me execute this, compile this Java program now. I saved it, right? I think. Let me remove this. Fine. So now here I'm calling what? Show method again. SHOW. From main method also I'm calling show method. Right? Now see what is the output, you know. The same output what we discussed, right? You will see the same output. Fine. So now Java test. You see 0, first static block, 10 main method. So that is the output we discussed, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
0, first static block, 10 main method. Right. Here also we are getting the same. 0, first static block, 10 main method. Clear now? What is direct reading? What is indirect reading? Okay. So that's why here what, guys? We are calling here X variable and Y variable. We are reading indirectly. So that's why here what? We are not getting any compile time error. The first example, guys. So that's what we are seeing, this kind of output. Clear?
Yeah.
What
clear.
is read indirect? What is indirect reading, direct reading?
Yes,
Any
sir.
question here?
No, sir.
No.
So this is very, 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 very important, guys. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If a variable, okay, if a variable if a variable in read indirect, write only state, okay, so we cannot perform what, guys? We cannot perform read operation directly, right? Otherwise we will get what?
Illegal.
We will get compile time error. Illegal forward reference error. What is illegal
Forward reference.
forward reference? Okay, fine, guys. So remaining things we will discuss not tomorrow. Sunday we will not have any class, right? Monday we will discuss. Okay, so Monday we will see static control flow on parent and child hierarchy, right? So as of now,
Yeah, okay.
the static control flow where we will see within the
Same
class
class.
only we will see, right? So now next class we will see the static control flow in parent and child hierarchy, how the static control flow will happen. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Any question?
No, sir.
No, sir.
All right, yeah. So this is very, very important, guys. The static control flow we have to know. Okay, even JVM architecture, we will discuss JVM architecture too. That is also very, very important topic and interesting topic too.